It has been a tense and emotional couple of weeks for so many Australians over this past month, and for many, safety and security will be front of mind this Christmas, particularly as so many of us get together for big festive lunches and events. And we wanted to check in with former detective Peter Moroney as we gear up for the big day. Good morning to you, Pete. What's one of your main pieces of advice as we gear up for Christmas Day and New Year's Day?
Look, if I could probably just say business as usual as far as we practically can. Look, we understand what's happened in light of Bondi, and that resonates with a lot of people. Police presence will be certainly probably at the highest that some of the crowds have ever seen. And in terms of preparing what we do, let's have a little bit of preparation, not paranoia around certain things. It's going to vary. If we're going into a shopping centre, for example, and we're with particularly our younger ones and we let them off the leash, so to speak, having them a bit of a broad plan that if something was to go wrong, some basic instruction of what to do, where to particularly wait for you until something comes back. And similarly, if we move out to an open space like the beach or a sporting event, remembering the Australian government advice around escape, hide and tell.
And also we can expect to see more and more police out on the streets as well. Operation Shelter, we've seen those preparations too for the MCG ahead of the Boxing Day test. Yeah, definitely. And look, we would normally see it over this time of year at any rate, but in light of Bondi, it's going to be probably twofold to what that would be. I know there's several police that I know that have had their leave cancelled, but that's how it is, and they're ready for that. Here in New South Wales, we've got new gun laws on the way. Gun licence holders will be limited to just 4 firearms, and checks will become more frequent. Is this going to make us safer, in your opinion? Look, I've said this a couple of times to some people, is that I understand the need to look at the gun laws. That's okay, we can certainly do that. The real question for me becomes now though, but what are we doing to actually drill down on how did this individual manage to get the licence? So what I mean is there's a miscommunication, a disconnect between intelligence systems here, because he's on ASIO's list at one end that potentially has not spoken to the New South Wales Police Counter-Terrorism Unit, or they potentially haven't put information on that's relevant to gun access, gun licensing. So whilst we're going to do that on the side, which is fine, is it really coming back to our root cause? That remains up in the air, to be honest. Look, it's just been such a hectic, particularly end to the year, particularly for our police as well. What are you going to be doing to celebrate this Christmas, Pete? I'm at home tomorrow, over to my brother's. He's cooking, so thanks, Mick. And then having a week away with the wife and kids up north, up at Noosa. So I'm looking forward to that. Well, mate, enjoy it, and we hope it's a safe one. Thank you. Thanks, Pete, as always.